welcome to another video of Aqua Paradise. So in this video of Aqua Paradise, we're going to be covering an update of setting up the new saltwater aquarium. So obviously here you see the dual 180, which you've seen a lot of the time in my channel. It's been saltwater and freshwater aquarium. And you also see the 4-foot saltwater tank, which you guys see a lot in my videos. It's the main tank on my channel. So today I'm going to be converting the 4-foot to the 3.5 foot. So I'm going to be downgrading a bit, but it's still both tanks are 40 gallon. It's just that the dual is a bit wider, so it's a lot better for aquascaping. So now I'm just going to put some sand in the tank instead of black gravel. So once that's done and we're getting it filling and stuff, and we're moving it in position and stuff, I'll show you that guy in a minute. The tank is now filled with sand, so we've got a layer of sand all the way across, which in my personal opinion looks a bit nicer than the black gravel. It was a very hard decision when it come to deciding between sand and gravel, so I eventually went with sand because to me it's more natural and looks better. The 4-foot is almost drained. As you can see, there's not much left. I've just got to fill up this bucket. So then once the 4-foot is drained, it's going to be pulled out and moved, and then the Rio is going to move from here to where there is, and then obviously I bring in my desk, as you've ever seen it, next to the side of the tank. And then the tank and the desk will match, and obviously the tank's a lot taller than the 4-foot, and it's a lot wider as well, which is great for aquascaping, like I said before. So the fish are being put into a bucket with a heater and an air pump to obviously keep oxygen levels and heating up. Live rock is being moved into a tub with water, so obviously it stays live, and obviously there's a heater and a circulation pump in there, and the coral's gone with the fish into a bucket. So yeah, so I'm just waiting for this bucket to fill up with what's remaining, which is not much. Then we can move this tank, and obviously there we've got the barrels of salt water which are ready to put into the dual Rio. So once this tank has been moved and the dual Rio is in place, then I will come back to you guys on setting up the filtration, the heating and circulation pumps, as well as the aquascaping. So the 4-foot has been moved and is out, and the dual is in place and ready to be filled up, equipment put on, fish in, coral in, rock in, etc. Obviously the desk is in, everything's put on. Obviously I've got to get the light unit and the hood on once that's finished, which I'll obviously show you in the next clip. But the tank's almost done, it's in position, and we just got to aquascape the rock, which I'm actually going to do with you guys, because obviously these little clips are stages. I'm not really showing you guys what's happening, I'm just showing you what I've done once I've done it. So with the rock, I'm just going to show you a quick clip of moving it about, and obviously setting it up and how I'm aquascaping it. And obviously once I put the fish in, you guys are going to watch the fish actually be introduced into the tank. Obviously this tank is seeded anyway, that I'm using the same filter, obviously I'm using the same rock and everything's the same. The only thing what's different is the sand. That's it. I'm using the same water, same rock, same filter, same power head, same coral, same fish. Everything's the same except from the substrate and obviously the tank. I will be adding. I'm also adding a biological enhancer, a bit like Colony, ATM Colony, but a cheaper brand. Because my local fish store doesn't sell ATM Colony, but it does the same job. So I'll show you guys when I'm doing rock. At the moment, I'm just going to fill the tank up a bit more with about another 5 gallons of salt water, and just even out, because this salt water is actually at 1.028 or 1.029, so it's a bit high. I have got some fresh RO which has just been I just brought from the local fish store, which I'm just going to get the salinity back to 1.025, so it's back to normal, because the buckets are the same. So yes, so I will show you guys the next stage of rock and welcome back. So the Jewel's almost full now. That power head down there's on, the heater's on, and that power head up there I'm going to turn on soon, and the filter I'm going to get that going. But yeah, so it's all mixed, all 1.025 filled, and everything's done. There is a piece of live rock in the tank, but that's because it's got coral on and I can't leave it out like this. So now it's time to scape the tank. So what I'm going to do is make a can island which leans against there to hide the heater and the filter, but obviously still allowing flow to move through, and obviously so it won't build up dead spots or phosphate. But the idea is to hide that, kind of make it like an island, and then another island over here, and leave the middle free, and areas where I can place coral on as well, especially when I start getting torch corals, hammers, more types of soft corals like toadstools, things like that, so more coral. So I need to make sure I've got enough area for them, as well as optimizing enough swimming space as well for the fish. So yeah. So I'm going to obviously start off with big pieces. So I've got this big piece here, and I think we'll position that there. Obviously we'll use some tiny bits of rock to hold that up. So yeah, so I'm gonna just think of a scape and get it together, and then I'll show you guys what's going on, just because it'll be easier to get a good scape and not film at the same time, because it's quite tricky. You will have to have some talent to film and aquascape at the same time without a tripod. So yeah, so back. So clean the camera lens a bit. There we go. The tank's all done. Lights are on, rocks in, filters going, power's going, heater going. Obviously we've got all the power things switched on and stuff, so that's all good to go. Coral has been epoxied on, as you can see with the epoxy, just to keep it where it is and stop the fish from moving it. So the scape is how I want it. It probably will change because I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'm 95% happy with it, which is good. The fish are on the bucket, all acclimated to temperature. So I'm just going to turn the lights off, and then we're going to put the fish in. So first we're going to start off with the Bengai cardinal, because it's the easiest to catch. There we go. I'm probably going to go for the clowns. They're probably going to be the easier ones to catch. Yeah. It can be a bit difficult in a round bucket, especially. Oops. So we're just probably going to have to add these guys one at a time, because they're not looking easy to catch. There we go. So we'll just add the other ones. So what I'll do, guys, I'll show you guys when the lights are on, and all the fish are in the tank. So I'll probably do an update tomorrow in this same video to show you guys everything going. It's the next day now. It's roughly been probably even 48 hours since this tank has been set up. I set it up yesterday evening. It's now Friday night, so set up about Thursday morning, evening sort of thing, and then now it's Saturday night, so probably not 48 hours, but it's been 24 hours at least. The tank is cleared up. Parameters are alright. Ammonia, nitrite and nitrate all 0, apart from nitrate, which is at 2 parts per million, which is low. It's nothing to be concerned about. Phosphate is 0.03 parts per million. I'm still working on getting that to 0, but at the minute I'm not too bothered. Salinity is 1.025, pH is 7.7 and it's stable. I may buffer it up, but it all just depends. KH is about 8, so my alkalinity is alright. My calcium and magnesium, well, my calcium is 450, which I think is alright, and my magnesium is just above, I think, I forgot the number, but yeah. At the moment, parameters I'm not too bothered about, seeing as there's not much in the tank, there's not much coral, there's not much fish. But yeah, so the tank's looking good. The back of it needs a wipe down because obviously you can see the water marks from yesterday, but other than that the tank will be looking good. Gonna get some more fish and coral, brighten the tank up a bit, make it pop, and everything's going good. Filtration's working, we not had a problem with that, which I didn't expect to have a problem anyway. Power heads are going, heaters going, the lot's going, which is all good. Lighting's good. Not seeing no diatoms or no algae, which is a good thing. Running lighting, I think roughly about 8 hours. I think I'll have to check the timer, but it's roughly around about then. So there you guys go. So I'll show you close up at the tank. So the tank is looking quite good at the minute. I actually used epoxy, as you can see, to stick down the coral, just because the fish keep knocking them off. And for example, these mushrooms, they're in a very weird place where I placed them, so if the epoxy wasn't there, they would fall straight off. But the epoxy has allowed me to place the mushrooms in a good place where they look appealing, and obviously they are exposed to the light. We've still got the zoas down here, some zoas. There's one of my largest hermit crabs. These are just some polyps here, which have been placed on a separate rock. Hopefully they'll eventually spread all over here and we'll get some growth going. So in this tank I've got a Banggai cardinal. Obviously you've seen the hermit crabs. We also have a sand sifting goby, which is there. There you go. And obviously we have a pair of pink skunk clownfish as well, which seem to hide a lot behind there, which obviously is typical of clowns to host a corner or a part of the aquarium. Obviously eventually, after maybe a few months, get some anemones in, which would look ace, especially as the clownfish start hosting. Obviously we get some more coral in. I'm thinking about getting a flame angel fish as well, out of the flame angel, the coral beauty, which seem to be the two dwarf angels, which seem to be the people have the most success with them in reef tanks. Obviously, you know, dwarf angels are a bit nippy, and obviously with caution when it comes to reef tanks. Obviously the coral beauty and the flame angel are two of the best, which people have had the most success with angels. So obviously the flame angels is the nicest, but it's also the most expensive. So yeah, so there you go, guys. I'm going to update you guys on more videos and do some proper videos. This is just a quick video which I've just put together for you guys to keep updated, and so I can show you the actual tank pieced all together and all set up and done, which is good. We've also got good water movement as well, which is also good, keeping the tank well aerated, and water circulating, stop build up of dead spots in the tank. So there you go, guys. Like I said, that was just a quick video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe on the videos. It's much appreciated. Obviously don't forget to go and like my Facebook page and stuff. You'll see a whole more array of topics than on my YouTube channel, because obviously Facebook is something which obviously is quite quick to use, whereas YouTube, obviously you got to upload, edit, create thumbnails and etc. for videos. So obviously it's something which sometimes you can only give one video or 2 videos out a week. So there you go, guys. Obviously check out BB2 Marine, great marine shop as you're close to Blackburn area. Obviously all the coral, all the fish, even the tank and some rock came from there. There's only really the sand and the heater and filter, and some of the rock which didn't, and the wave makers which didn't come from there, but obviously that don't matter. So yeah, go and like their page. Don't forget to check out Cheap Frags Facebook group, which is a reefing forum, and obviously for fowler tanks as well, but generally just marine in general, whether you just keep fish or you keep reef tanks, totally up to you, but it's all marine stuff. Great group of people, very knowledgeable people on there as well, which is great. So you guys can check out the link in the description below, and all that stuff will be in the description below. So thanks guys again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a like if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later.